What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing a full face first impressions using the Rihanna Fenty Beauty makeup line. I'm going to show you how I use the products, and I'm also doing a wear test, so you're going to see how all of this makeup looks by the end of the day, or after a few hours I should say. But I already know that this is going to be a pretty lengthy video, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Today is a bright and early morning for me, which is why my voice is still a little bit mellowed down and a little bit raspy, but I have my bag here full of all of my Rihanna Fenty Beauty products. I pretty much was able to get my hands on everything that I wanted. The only thing I couldn't get my hands on were the brushes, the full-size brushes. I did get my hands on the sponge, which I already have wet right here, but I couldn't get my hands on the foundation brush, and I couldn't get my hands on the highlight brush either, which sucks. I had to go to Sephora so many different times for finding the products, for switching my foundation shades, for just, yeah, it was a mission for me to get my hands on a lot of these products. But I'm gonna start with the primer. This is what the packaging looks like. It's the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and this is to smooth and pore diffuse and to extend makeup wear as well. So that's interesting. And it's supposed to be a soft matte finish, just like the foundation. Let's see how this feels. It feels like it's gonna be like a creamy consistency, not a silicone base. Yeah, it feels like a moisturizer. And it kind of has a nice smell to it too. I tried out a new skincare product the other day and my skin is breaking out. But I guess it's kind of a good thing because we can actually see if this foundation has coverage. Trying to look at things in a positive way here. So I have the primer all over my face. Feels good. It feels a tiny bit tacky, which is good because that's going to help with really making the makeup stick. And it also did kind of diffuse my pores a little bit. Overall, it made my skin look really soft and it mattified. I'm going to go ahead and jump into trying the foundation. I was struggling to find my shade because of the shade selection. She has an amazing freaking shade selection. 40 shades, I believe. That is really good. And if you look at the shades for the deeper for the lighter skin tone, she really took everybody into consideration. I heard that a lot of the deeper shades actually have sold out. So that goes to show you that deeper shades do sell, but I'm not even gonna get into that. So I had a hard time because of the different undertones. So with the wide shade selection, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to find your shade because there's a higher chance of there being a perfect shade there for you. You just have to look for it. So I first got the shade I got the shade 290, and it was way too olive. Just, it looked really gray on my skin. And I swatched 300 on my neck and it was too peachy. So I decided to go with 310 and 330. Hopefully one of these will go. I'm gonna try 310 first because the girl told me that this foundation oxidizes. This is medium to full coverage for all. It's long wear and it's supposed to be a lightweight foundation as well. And it has a soft matte finish. Everything that I love in a foundation, basically. This is what the packaging of the foundation looks like. Very similar to the primer. As you can see, it's just clear. I love that you can see the shade through here. I'm gonna apply the foundation with the sponge. This sponge feels really soft, really squishy, and I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this sponge because of how it feels. It is a little bit different because it has that flat side to it, but I feel like that can kind of work. Not for applying foundation, but for cleaning up contour, things like that. So I'm just pumping some of this on the back of my hand. Ooh, I could already tell that this shade's a lot more like my skin tone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is actually a really good match. It's almost like a perfect match for me. So here you can see the difference from no foundation to wearing the foundation. And I definitely think that this is a medium to full coverage foundation. You can see it. It just evened everything out and it covered everything. It looks a little bit crazy because of the color difference in my skin, but I promise you it will come together. So I'm just gonna finish off the other side and then we'll jump into concealer and all the other stuff. Moving along, we're gonna try the matte skin stick in the color Sand. And by the way, these are magnetic, so you can stick this with one of the other ones. I'll show you later. But this is what the packaging of this product looks like. I'm not really used to using a cream product for concealing, So hopefully it doesn't mess up my foundation, but I'm just gonna swipe it. I'm also gonna do some here and here. Forehead, of course, especially with the foundation that's like this. I definitely want to make sure I highlight the areas that need to be highlighted because I don't want to look too one-dimensional. To blend this out, I'm using the flat side of the sponge, and hopefully this will work. Yeah, it's actually doing a good job at blending it. And this concealer has about a medium coverage, I would say, and it blends really easily. Usually cream products like this are kind of hard to blend, but this one's not. So far, one thing I can tell you is to try the sponge. It's really soft and I do like it. At first I didn't think I was gonna like it. I wasn't even gonna purchase this because I was like, it looks really gimmicky and it doesn't look like it's gonna work well. You know how a lot of brands or people just throw in things just to throw in things to the collection, to the brand? No. She did a really good job with the sponge, and so far with everything else that I've tried too. And I didn't get the blotting powder that she came out with because I don't really blot my face throughout the day. And there's not a translucent powder, so what I'm going to use to set underneath my eyes is my Coty Airspun powder, especially because I wouldn't use a blotting powder to set my under eyes. I would just use it to touch up my face. Before I do that, I need to do my contour. So I'm using another one of the matte skin sticks in the color Truffle. So they're travel friendly. You can stick them together and you won't lose them, which is, I think that's really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all in this area, and this shade is pretty deep for my skin tone, but I feel like the one underneath this one was too light, so I'm not gonna go crazy with this. I'm just applying enough so that I'm able to get some color and dimension back into my skin. And I'll do some on my nose too. I typically don't, but let's try it. And then on my chin. I don't know what it is. I like doing it on my chin. And the brush I'm using is this little guy right here. It's the travel, let me show you. The little travel contour / concealer brush. I'm gonna use it for contour today. I'm mostly blending upwards though. I wouldn't recommend blending down because you want your contour to end right here. Ooh. This thing is snatching my nose. For once, I hardly ever contour my nose because I feel like it always makes my nose look weird. But this actually snatched my nose. And then once I apply the highlight, okay. Now we can set underneath the eyes just using my Coty Airspun powder. Now let's cut these cheekbones even more. Sponge is perfect for cleaning up this area. While I'm letting this marinate and kind of sit on the skin, I am going to apply, what's next actually? Oh, it's the one and only Killawatt highlighter in Trophy Wife. At first I saw this and I was like, I don't think I'll wear it, but I swatched it and I was like obsessed. This is what she looks like. And this is what the inside, if I can open it, this is what the inside looks like. It's like a greenish gold. I'm gonna start off with a light hand because I feel like this, I don't know, I feel like I can get kind of carried away if I go a little too heavy-handed with it. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh man, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. I would definitely suggest going in with a light hand if you don't want the super gold look. I'm even gonna put some on my eyes too, just to, why not? This nose highlight, yes. I love a good nose highlight. I know some people don't like that, but I do. And then I'm gonna do some on the Cupid's bow too. I told you I was gonna apply this everywhere. Let me sweep off this powder so we can get the full effect of how this is gonna look before I apply the lip gloss. Yes, I'm here for it and I see it. My face looks beat. Let's do gloss and then I'll finish off this portion of the video and tell you guys what I think of the product so far. This is the gloss though. It's Fenty Glow. And I feel like this lip gloss would go with so many different skin tones too. Is there a product that I've tried from her that I didn't like? Jeez. Acne, where? Flaws, where? Like, oh, okay. So let me finish off my makeup and then I'll be right back. Me iba a peinar el pelo, but I changed my mind. I'm just gonna keep my hair like this. I basically just put on lashes, really, and I sprayed my face with a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus. But you guys, I don't know what else to say about this collection besides the fact that Ree killed it. She nailed it. Like, every single product that I tried from the line, I liked. Every single one of them. I really am obsessed with the foundation. I'm obsessed with the highlighter. I'm obsessed with the lip gloss. Like, all of it. It all looks bomb. From the shades that she chose for the foundation, to the formula, to the packaging, to just everything was so perfectly picked out. And I feel like she really did take her time with the products. And she catered to so many different people. I'm going to check back in with you guys in a little bit. Right now, it is 11:30 a.m. So I'm gonna wear it for a few more hours just to see how it looks. I'm not gonna wear it for like a 10-hour day or anything like that, but just for a little bit longer, a few more hours just to see if it gets oily or anything like that. Do I need to say anything? Do you guys see how my face looks right now? I have been wearing the foundation already for a few hours and it's holding up pretty dang well. It's getting a tiny bit oily. I'm pretty sure you guys can see where it's a little bit oily in this area. Don't mind my hair, by the way. Life happened and it's really, really hot and it had to go up. But basically the T-zone area is where it's getting a little bit oily. That's pretty much what happens with every foundation that I try. I really like the finish of this. I really like the way it held up within these past few hours. I have not blotted my face at all. Like, it is what it is. Like, this is how it's held up and how it's looked throughout the day. It hasn't creased underneath my eyes at all. It's all still there. The concealer, the foundation, the cream contour, it's all there. The only thing that's gone is my lip gloss because I was eating, and me and lip gloss and food is just, yeah. And you know what? This foundation has not broken up on me anywhere either. Not on my chin, not even around my nose. If a foundation does not break up around my nose, that's how I know it's a keeper. Like, nowhere. It's not creasing there. It didn't break up there. Nowhere around my chin. Doesn't enhance any pores. Doesn't enhance fine lines. Like, nothing. It's all there and it all still looks really good. I'm gonna blot a little bit so you guys can see how it looks once I blot. And you can probably even get her, I think she came out with blotting paper, little blotting sheets. You can use that to blot throughout the day and it's gonna look as good as new. It looks like if I just applied my foundation. So let me do this side too. She killed it with the line. She killed it with the shade selection. She killed it with the quality of the product. Price wise, that's one thing I don't think I even mentioned, but the prices for being high end and for being inside of Sephora, the prices are pretty good. They're not my wallet is gonna hate me after this kind of prices. Like, they're definitely high end prices, but they're on the lower side of the high end spectrum, if that makes any sense. Overall, I love the products. Overall, I highly recommend the products. Overall, she did an amazing job, point blank. So those are my thoughts on the Fenty Beauty makeup line, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm gonna leave shades and everything down below in the description box, and if you have any questions about any of the products, just leave your questions down below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you all in my next video.